between dumbbells and kettlebells is not just how they look, the balance of the dumbbells, the off-centered weight of the kettlebell. They offer different results. Fitness expert Brandon Gonzales from Gold's Gym is here with more on the breakdown and to explain which ones we want, what are we affecting, what muscles. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
All right, so you brought somebody to give us, to show us what we're gonna.
Yes. Now, if you're first just starting off going to the gym, I recommend using a dumbbell.
Okay.
Dumbbell is a lot more stable than a kettlebell would be.
Okay.
And you're able to actually track your strength increases as dumbbells increase by 5 pounds.
Okay.
Kettlebells do increase, but they also have a max limit to 100 pounds for the kettlebell. So it'll be very hard to use to do certain exercises.
Okay.
The first one that we're gonna do, especially for beginners, you just do basic movements with dumbbells. So we're gonna just do a shoulder press.
All right.
So you push, simple enough, right?
Yeah, seems simple, yeah.
Now, as you start to get better with the shoulder press and things like that, now we're gonna do a kettlebell bottoms up press.
Okay, so here's the difference.
Yeah, here's the difference. So see
okay,
how,
first of all, that's balance, because if that comes over, you're gonna knock yourself out.
Exactly, so his grip strength's gonna increase as well as his shoulder stability. So as he's pressing it up, so he has to be a slow and controlled movement, because if his grip strength is off, the kettlebell's gonna sway back and forth.
Oh yeah, well, why wouldn't you hold it with the kettlebell down and just kind of lift it that way?
Because if you try, you can't really get you can do it that way, but as the kettlebell gets bigger, it's very hard to hold.
But even the handle part, like just take the handle and do like, you don't get the same motion, it's a different muscle?
Yeah, because it incorporates a larger group of muscles just by even just holding it there, because you're going to use your forearm strength as well. So
okay,
it's
yeah,
increase
it's
grip
different.
strength.
Oh, I'm just worried about that other way. Definitely work your way up to that. All right, now, so give me another example.
Another one would be a kettlebell swing.
Okay.
So this one is actually working a lot of larger group muscles. It's also include the glutes, hamstrings, and his posterior chain muscles, so all along the back. So when he's gonna do the swing, here, he's popping his hips through, and the kettlebell should be weightless at the top.
Okay.
And what it also does, it increases your heart rate, so you're doing the cardiovascular portion as well.
Okay.
So it's a great finisher for your workouts.
Now, what's the equivalent of that with the dumbbell?
Now, the dumbbell is very hard to do a swing. You can do it, but you can only do it with the one arm. So I could demonstrate it here, to where you can just do a one-arm swing this way.
Okay.
But it's very hard to do with two hands, especially if you want to go heavier.
Makes sense.
So that would be another one that you could add to.
All right, you got one more for us?
Oh, of course. This one that we're gonna do a clean with a dumbbell, or with a kettlebell. So pop it through, and he's gonna pop his hand and swing it up that way. And now as you get better at it, he's able to do that. So it takes a lot of practice.
You're not doing that with the dumbbell at all?
You can do it with the dumbbell.
Okay.
So, but he's just gonna clean it up here and then press it.
Okay, yeah, that's it, okay.
But this one requires a lot more explosiveness, because you gotta flip that kettlebell around, and you also gotta make sure it doesn't smack your forearm. So technique is very important with that one.
Yeah, you can tell that. All right, make sure you stay with us, because Brandon's gonna be back in the next hour, and he's gonna explain the difference between the sandbags and barbells.
Yes.
So more tools that you can use in the gym. We're back with fitness expert Brandon Gonzales from Gold's Gym, and this time he's talking with us about the difference between sandbag and barbell workouts. All right, so before we get started, let's talk about what those are. I think a lot of people are familiar with the barbell.
Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with the barbell. Here, it's a fixed piece of equipment, so it's not going to be anything moving around, anything swaying back and forth. So
and this actually weighs more than the 20 on each end, because
this entire bar actually is just 20 pounds.
Oh, that's the weight distribution. Okay.
Yeah. So the original Olympic bar is normally 45 pounds, but not everybody can lift that just starting off. So we have smaller ones at our gym that people are able to use.
Okay.
So this one's a lot more fixed. So if you're looking to do any absolute strength with it, so like if you were to do like a barbell squat, it's fixed on your shoulders, and you're able to do a squat if he wants to demonstrate that.
Okay.
Come down here, and then he's just going to squat down. And that's how none of the stuff's moving. Everything's fixed on his shoulders.
Right.
So he's able to squat down.
Okay.
Now with the sandbag, now 20 pounds is going to seem a lot different as a fixated one or as opposed to a sandbag, because with the sandbag, there's going to be weight distributing in different angles, because the sand's gonna be shifting, so you have to keep your core stabilized.
And not all gyms have this. I mean, this is not a common piece of equipment at gyms necessarily.
It's not a common piece of equipment, but a lot of people use it, especially a lot of firefighters or EMT use the sandbag for training. So if he's gonna squat down here, so as he goes down, the sand's actually shifting, like you can kind of hear it. So as he goes down, he's gonna do that one time.
All right.
So the sand's shifting back and forth, so he has to keep his core stabilized.
Got it. Okay.
Now, another one that we can do is a bent over row with the barbell. Now, if you're looking for absolute strength to compute it, he could just go here, bring his shoulder blades back, and he's going to contract here, so he's able to squeeze my hand there. So he's working his back and also his shoulder muscles as well. Now, he could do it with the sandbag. There's different handles on the sandbag.
I see. You got a lot of options.
So you can hold it wide handles there and do the same thing.
Okay.
But as the sandbag is heavier, it's going to be a lot harder to hold. So that's the difference between it. So you got to kind of get adjusted to it. So technique is very key for a sandbag.
That would be so. I mean, I'm used to using the barbells. That would be a very different feel, I would think.
Yes, it is a very different feel, and you can do a lot of different things with it. Because just by looking at the handles, you can do very different grips and different variations of different exercises.
Okay, you got one more exercise for us?
Yes, actually, we are going to do an ab routine with this one.
Oh, okay.
So you can't really drag a barbell across the floor. So what he's going to do, he's going to be in a push-up position. He's actually going to twist his body with his right hand and drag this all the way across. So he's working his obliques and keeping his core stabilized in a push-up position.
Oh, okay.
So if you do about 20 of those, his obliques are going to start being on fire.
Well, let's see. Oh, no, he came up.
I guess he got tired after two.
I see. He's got to do more work with the sandbag.
Yep.
No, he looks like he's in great shape. All right. So there you have it. You can, but this you need to work your way up to, or can you don't start out with that?
It comes in different sizes, so it goes light, but I recommend start with a barbell first.
Get the technique.
Get the technique down.
All right, perfect. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.